Alright gamers, it is time to hop into the portal and see what is beyond that. My name is Nvoyhinz, and today we're going to be finishing up the Half-Life series. So, honestly there's not much more to do than to just hop in. The more you approach it, you can hear scientists talking and such. But anyway, all you gotta do, once you hop in the portal, going to be transported, and you might remember the being that they were talking about, and that is called Nihilanth, as you see there on the screen. Looks a little bit like that, but this platform under us is going to break. Now immediately try to get behind some cover. Usually go for the bigger rocks here, because he's going to shoot like electrodes, electric stuff at you, as you'll hear. But anyway, so you can't actually do any damage to him until you shoot these crystals. So 3 shots should do it. There's 3 spread across the room, so I need 1 more on that one, or 2 actually. I've been wrong all my life. Maybe I have. I am. That's insane. So now you can actually do damage to him. So you'll also hear a different sound effect. Sometimes he'll shoot those electric ones, so you don't want to get hit by those. So sometimes he'll shoot a portal at you. The portal you might want to go through, depending on how things are going. You actually never need to. Actually, no reason you ever actually need to go through the portal. But I'll show what's beside the portals anyway. So the first portal, just sort of go until you fall into the water, because you can't take fall damage that way. But basically you're just going to climb all the way up. There are some alien controllers here, so deal with them. It's a little... I always thought this area was really confusing, mainly because of the the amount of same textures. Kind of just mess with my brain a little bit. No idea if that was the intention or whatnot. But anyway, just keep climbing. Another controller up there somewhere. There he is. So, next, like I said, I get a little disoriented in here every time. It's insane. Get onto this. And then onto this. There's another controller just popped by. Ran out of revolver shots. But then get as high as you can. And all it's going to do is send us back to the arena that we were fighting in, so yeah, just jump in. We'll be back here, so he won't notice you initially. But remember, always try to hide behind the big rocks. And then, you know, he's going to be able to shoot you. So, try to avoid... Okay, I got shocked there. Might want to try a different one if that ends up happening to you. Now we'll go through this portal, see what this one has to offer. Again, just let yourself fall into the water. Well, whatever liquid this is. And then just take care of the controllers. I'm running out of shotgun ammo. I am out of shotgun ammo. So yeah, that was less graceful than it could have been. But when you finish that up, there's some health kits, some ammo. Take care of that. But you see these things that are floating here? All you gotta really do, just jump on them. Jump on one of them. In the meantime, I'm going to make sure I get reloaded on all my weapons. I recommend you do the same. So, essentially, this little rock, I don't know what the hell it's called, is actually just going to sort of take you up to the portal here back. So, jump in, just as you would the regular ones. And then, as you can see here, I've got to a point where his head is open. That's the key to success, is if you keep doing damage, the amount of electro portal things that he's going to shoot at you are going to be less. Alright, so then into this third one, you're going to jump into the water, try to immediately get out, because there is an ichthyosaur in that water. So it's not exactly the nicest thing. There's also a lot of vortigons here, so you can sort of just snipe them off. There's really no reason to go into the water, other than to fight the ichthyosaur. But use these platforms, and then if you need some healing, there's a healing pool here. Most importantly, there's batteries here, so, and some ammo. So that's the whole allure of coming up to this. So again, be quick when you jump into the water here so you don't get bit by the ichthyosaur. And then you may have seen there's another launch pad right here. This is the one we actually want to take, but grab this ammo too. And then it should get you high enough into that. So again, go as quick as you can to find cover. Now I'm just going to go on sort of a spree of trying to damage as much as I can, so that he stops shooting as much electrodes. Now another thing to watch out for is the fact that his hand motions change. So the slower the hands, the more likely he is to shoot a portal at you. And then the more he gets, or the more he takes damage, the more likely he is to shoot them at you too. Now if you miss, or if one of the portals goes without activating, a alien spawns. So, you know, as you see here, there's a controller that was spawned. And then you see he's still shooting a lot of electrodes. I don't know what they're actually called. But as you can see now, he's done enough damage where he's only shooting the one electric pulse at you now. So, I don't know if there's actually a amount of damage you should do. I always just sort of do a lot. But anyway, the reason I said in the last few episodes you want to conserve the grenades in your SMG is for the specific reason I'm going to show. The easiest way to take care of this guy, make sure before you do anything that his head is open, and try to avoid his multiple attacks that he's going to do basically in desperation mode at this point. But as you can see, there's these shallow launch pads here. All you gotta do, jump on them. Now he's gonna rise as much as you. So, you know, try to get out of his way and you have to sort of beat him up, or beat him up to going higher. So, you know, you just get on the launch pad. This time it wasn't too good, but doing damage to the inside of his head is how you actually win this. So I'm going to try this last launch pad, see if I can get a better height advantage. So, essentially, just keep on going. You're going to get high enough, just keep spamming grenades into his head. And eventually you'll know you won when it looks a lot like this. Then you just sort of watch in glory. And so, that is Half-Life. I'm gonna get greeted finally by Gman.
Gordon Freeman in the flesh, or rather in the hazard suit. I took the liberty of relieving you of your weapons. Most of them were government property. As for the suit, I think you've earned it.
Yay, we earned our suit.
The border world, then, is in our control for the time being, thanks to you. Quite a nasty piece of work you managed over there. I'm impressed. That's why I'm here, Mr. Freeman. I have recommended your services to my employers. And they have authorized me to offer you a job. They agree with me that you have limitless potential. You've proved yourself a decisive man, so I don't expect you'll have any trouble deciding what to do. If you're interested, just step into the portal and I will take that as a yes. Otherwise, well, I can offer you a battle you have no chance of winning. Rather an anticlimax after what you've just survived. Time to choose.
So there is a good ending and a bad ending to this game if you didn't know. If the bad ending, spoiler alert, is that if you don't go into the portal, you get transported to a land of a bunch of grunts, so you die. But the good ending gets us into Half-Life 2. So Gman wants us to choose the portal, and you get the good ending.
Nicely done, Mr. Freeman. I will see you up ahead.
So Freeman is now hired. And that's Half-Life for you. This is definitely one of my favorite games, if not my favorite game of all time. So it was really, really fun to commentate the entire thing in its entirety. I'm a huge fan of this game, and I don't even know how many times I beat this game, but every time it just feels like accomplishing when I beat it. And once you kill Nihilanth, it's all downhill from there. So that's all it is. That's all Half-Life is. There's the 2 expansions for PC. I'm gonna get rolling soon as well to complete the Half-Life anthology, and then we'll move on from there. So be on the lookout. Starting soon is Half-Life Opposing Force. So I'll be doing videos on that too. But I want to thank you for support in this series, and hopefully, if any of you are out there looking for walkthroughs or whatnot, you discover this series. Really appreciate that support as much as the regular support. But I want to thank you again for watching this series, and more than ever, take care.